I think I need to really compliment our Prime Minister Modi on the unbelievable patience that he's shown in tackling Trump. I mean, honestly, this is unreal, almost alien like. I mean, I'm convinced if you were to stand in the middle of a forest for 5 minutes or maybe more, you will have creepers snaking up him. He's that kind of patience that he's shown. Because the fact of the matter is, I think he's drunk the poison for us. Because honestly, I would not have displayed this much patience, especially when you have Trump, who's a hypocrite, who's a bully, and who's been basically regurgitating all sorts of lies that are denigrating us as a nation. But the Prime Minister has thought this through. Obviously, what I know, what you know, he knows as well. And he's playing his cards, and I would say he knows so much more than we ever would. But the fact of the matter is, as far as the tariffs are concerned, let me break it down in 30 seconds. Number one, I have always been with Trump as far as the first part of the tariffs was concerned, because I don't believe we need to protect our interests as far as agriculture sector is concerned. We need to open it up. Protectionism is bad. So we are wrong when we say we are fighting to protect our dairy, our agriculture. Nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing could harm us more. But I would have wished the Prime Minister, and of course he has his reasons not to actually tell Trump that the other 25% tariffs that he slapped on us are completely hypocritical, because EU and China are buying more oil and energy, Russian oil and energy, than we are. So, I would have preferred him to ask Trump to remove those 25% tariffs, or if he can't remove it from us, to slap them on EU and slap them on China to display and expose his hypocrisy. So I think it's a double-edged sword. He is walking a very thin line, and he's doing a brilliant job of it. I have to say this.
Right, but in this case, there's one more aspect. What the statement actually talks about: a comprehensive partnership, a strategic partnership, a globally important partnership. You think the messaging was very keen, Prime Minister's engagement, the RIC meet, the triumvirate coming to talk together, plus the 6-day conversation. So somewhere there may not be an FTA, but will there be a comprehensive trade deal that will come into play? And has this patience borne fruit that Bharat is now able to not just firm itself in BRICS, which is going to be perhaps the biggest statement of the future or the biggest alignment going forward, while also consolidating its equations with the West, namely the Trump administration in America?
Well, as a layman, I would say the Prime Minister is playing poker brilliantly. Because while he says we're going to strengthen our strategic defense relations with America and other relations, the fact is, over the last 6 months, ever since Trump started bullying us, we've actually strengthened all these relations with all other countries except America. We have signed FTAs with 3 countries. We are going to sign an FTA very soon with EU. We've strengthened our relations with Israel, with Russia, with China. So what we're showing Trump is we're biding our time till such time that we don't, if America starts to bully us again, like it tried to bully China and China gave it back. We haven't yet given America back like China has. But I think the messaging is very clear. Give us a year or two, and we will give you back punch for punch.
We've signed a reloads deal with Russia, but we don't have a similar arrangement with America. There is comprehensive investment and taking up trade to $100 billion with Russia by 2030. Whereas the export levels with US, there is no this one to it, commitment to that as of now. So clearly the messaging has been shown that we can stay afloat, we can continue to thrive, and we can continue to build without you. Now you want us on your side or not, and somewhere Trump, with all his braggadocio and all his messaging, seems to have also said that you cannot do without India, because their own policy and their own think tank, and this comes just a day after a very important US strategic think tank came out and said America's future lies with India, not with Pakistan. No mention of Pakistan or any other entity, saying that the only nation that can help partner the US against China is India in this region. And I think that is also somewhere resonating between in the Trump thaw, if we may say that.